Hi, I'm Dr. De Bruin, and this is the first A-level chemistry exam question walkthrough from the electrochemistry topic of AQA A-level Chemistry. Let's get started. As is typical for a question for the electrochemistry topic of AQA chemistry, this question starts off with a table of electrode potentials. And as is typical for AQA, these are listed in the form of reduction potentials. So all of these equations have the electrons on the left-hand side, even though we know that in a fully working electrochemical cell, one of the equations is going to need to be flipped over and actually be oxidation instead of reduction. So these potentials are measured against a standard reference electrode, and this is a very common 1-mark question to start us off. What is the name of that standard reference electrode? So here we should know that it's the standard hydrogen electrode. You may also see this referred to as the SHE, and sometimes you can get away with this, but for the purposes of an exam, I would always be giving the full name. So next we're told that this person is wanting to measure the standard electrode potential for this half cell that contains tin 4+ and tin 2+, but they're not using a solid tin electrode. So this is a classic example of a redox half cell, and so we're going to have a solid electrode that is made out of platinum. And the purpose of that electrode is to provide a reaction surface so that there is somewhere that the electrons can be transferred. Now the standard conditions here, the standard conditions there, standard, but we need to bear in mind that this is a redox electrode. It's not an electrode that involves a gas. So our standard conditions are going to be 298 Kelvin and also a concentration of 1 mole per decimeter cubed for both of the ions in that redox electrode. But you shouldn't be mentioning 100 kilopascals. So although that is part of our standard conditions, it's not applicable for this particular example. And then finally, we're asked which species in the table is the strongest reducing agent. So remember, a reducing agent is being oxidized itself, so it is losing or donating electrons. So therefore, when we're going to be looking at the right-hand side of the electrode table, and we're going to be looking for the most negative number. So here our answer is going to be zinc, and I'm going to write it as the symbol just to be very, very clear that I mean solid zinc. I don't mean the zinc 2+ ion. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you are finding these exam walkthroughs useful. If you are, then there's a whole playlist of them that you can look through, and also don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share the channel. And I'll be back soon with some more A-level chemistry revision.